Hello, my name is Scott Rose, and I'm with DLR Group, a local and national school planning and design firm. Arlington School District would like to use this informational video and the next 10 minutes to communicate with you about the issues facing their facilities and the options being pursued for a general obligation bond this May. Arlington High School is about 30,000 square feet in size and was built in 1952. In 1952, Truman was president. Gas was 27 cents per gallon, a house cost $17,000, and televisions were in place for a dozen years, with color ones still 2 years out. A lot has changed, but you still have the same high school. The district has maintained your school, but after 61 years, it is failing. Examples of its conditions are: the heating and mechanical system is failing throughout, providing wide temperature swings and affecting health. Plumbing lines and fixtures are leaking throughout much of the facility. The brick veneer is cracking and falling off on all sides, exposing your building to water penetration. The west wall of the gym, as many of you know, is not insulated and lets in rain and snow inside the gym during all times of the day. The roofs are leaking in multiple locations. The electrical system is at capacity for today's technology, and the older switchgear and wiring is not as safe as it was when it was originally installed. The fire alarm system is inadequate, and fire sprinkler coverage is only in the corridors, not in the classrooms. The science labs are dysfunctional and not up to current learning standards. The ability to secure our school perimeter and keep students safe is inadequate around most of the perimeter. Asbestos and lead paint are in many areas throughout the interior and exterior of the building. Your new school, Arlington Grade School, was built in 1962, 51 years ago, and about the same size as the high school. In 1962, JFK was president. Gas went up to 32 cents a gallon. The Beach Boys just hit the charts, and tuition to Harvard was only $1,520. Like the high school, a building over half a century old, used by the community and dozens of students every day, takes its toll. Examples of conditions here are: the heating and mechanical system here too is failing in most rooms. The roofs here also leak. There is structural cracking around the cafeteria. Technology has maxed out the electrical system. The parking lots, sidewalks, and playgrounds are cracking and heaving at all concrete and asphalt locations. There are no fire sprinklers in this building, and a fire alarm system that is antiquated, meeting 1962 standards, not today's. Old doors and hardware make it hard to secure the perimeter, and with the front office halfway down the main hall, we have minimal ability for safe supervision. Asbestos flooring and lead paint are also prevalent here on the interior and exterior. Estimated budgets to make all of the repairs are $5.2 million at the high school and $3.7 million at the grade school, for a combined total of $8.9 million to make repairs on buildings that will still be 61 and 51 years old and will require more repairs 15 years down the road. Why does this cost so much? Our schools are combined for 60,000 total square feet. A home averages 1,200 square feet. We are required by law to pay prevailing wages to contractors that work on our buildings. We need to put in commercial grade finishes and equipment so that they are durable and last for the type of use. Schools are required to meet more stringent commercial codes than they were in the 50s and 60s. Doing some repairs now requires us to bring the rest of the facility up to current code. And our remote location costs more to get labor and materials here. The question being posed is whether, after over half a century, we should put $8.9 million into these existing schools to get another 15 years out of them, or replace the schools with a new 75-year K-12 building. Today's new schools still focus on the rigor of reading, writing, and arithmetic, but they also focus on aspects important to today's employers here and around the world. Employers expect students to have project-based learning and critical thinking skills. Schools employ community involvement and partnerships with local businesses to provide vocational training for students. Personalized space makes schools relevant to engaging for students in their learning environment. Technology-rich learning spaces allow students to develop skills that are globally competitive and desired in today's marketplace. Collaborative spaces allow students to learn from one another and learn how to work in groups. And flexible spaces change as industry and learning change. A concept proposed for a new K-12 school is to place it between the two existing buildings, just down from the parking lot. By using the grade of the hill, we can affordably create a two-story building and keep the footprint compact. While we have 60,000 square feet of schools right now, we are proposing to create a single school at about 52,000 square feet. It will have the same program spaces, but we're translating the efficiency of one building and one set of building systems into reduced square footage and reduced costs. The main floor would house K through 8 students to one side and high school students to the other, separating these wings with a front office, library, and gymnasium. A single main corridor spine and front offices that face the parking lot provides improved safety and supervision. On the lower level, locker and fitness rooms, cafeteria, kitchen, music, and the main gym floor are all accessible. We also would place the mechanical rooms down here and a space for field concessions and restrooms. The cafeteria would be open and also serve as a student commons. Athletic and performance facilities could also use this as a pre-function space. This concept is currently estimated at about $14.6 million. The repairs to the two schools are again estimated at $8.9 million, or 61% of the cost of building new, and only extending the building life another 15 years. If the district were to use $1.1 million in reserves and issue a general obligation bond for the remaining $13.5 million, it's estimated that that would run about $1.60 per $1,000 of assessed value on a home. What this means is that the owner of an average Arlington home assessed at $80,000 would pay about $128 per year, or about $10.65 per month. That's less than one person going out for dinner. Arlington is able to have such a low bond rate because of the wind energy dollars offsetting up to 80% of our costs. This bond would be for 20 years. The district has been asked, what if the wind dollars go away sometime in the future? The district would restructure the debt at that time for a longer period loan to stabilize the debt payments. The bond rate is at its lowest right now. For these reasons, the district is putting a bond back on the ballot this May for a replacement K-12 school on the same site. If you have questions about this information, please contact Arlington School District. DLR Group was not paid to create this video. We thank you for your time.